Greetings, my friends, and welcome to my home, the Sanctum Sanctorum. I realize an aging townhouse in Greenwich Village doesn't quite match the opulence of Stark Tower, but I think you'll find it comfortable. The rest of our team has already moved in. I would suggest you talk to Colonel Fury first. He has information concerning our next mission.
Team, welcome to our new headquarters, the home of Dr. Stephen Strange. We moved because now that Loki's involved, we're gonna need magic. And there's no better place on Earth for magic than the Sanctum Sanctorum. Professor Xavier has located one of his X-Men in Dr. Doom's castle. That means Latveria is your next stop. For more info, talk to Black Widow. You're free to explore your new HQ, but when you're ready to start the mission, use the Orb of Teleportation near Wong. Things were a little touch and go at Mandarin's palace, but the team did a good job. I'm sure you'll have no trouble in Latveria. I invited him because he's the only one who can locate the missing X-Men quickly. Xavier is one of the most powerful telepaths on Earth, and there's that added incentive that he's the leader of the X-Men. S.H.I.E.L.D. analysts think it has something to do with the theft of the mutant amplifier from the Omega base. If the mutant amplifier were used on Nightcrawler, he could teleport anywhere in the world. And with Jean Grey, well, I hate to think what could happen. If her psychic powers were augmented and then she transformed into the Phoenix, she could tear the Earth apart without giving it a second thought. It was originally created to battle Hydra, a terrorist organization run by Baron Wolfgang von Strucker. Yes, there was a time when S.H.I.E.L.D. became so large it suffered from traitors within the organization. But with people like the Black Widow in key positions, we'll never have that problem again. No problem. Blade, are you ready for the mission to Castle Doom?
I look forward to any chance to throw down with Dr. Doom.
Oh, it's you, Spider-Man.
Hey, Nick. How you doing, pal?
Hello, Carol. It's good to see you.
Hello, Colonel. I'm glad to be here.
Thor, I really wish Loki wasn't involved.
Yes. My brother does tend to appear where he's least desired.
Hello, Johnny. Are you keeping out of trouble?
I'm trying, Colonel, but I'm not always succeeding.
Hello. Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum, our new headquarters. Well, Loki's ploy worked. He tricked us into going to Mandarin's palace, leaving Doom free to kidnap Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. Yes, he is somewhere in the Castle Doom, and that is exactly where you are headed. I would advise extreme caution. Dr. Doom is not to be underestimated. When you are ready to leave, use the Orb of Teleportation near Wong. Located in Latveria's capital city, it looks like nothing more than a medieval castle, but it houses some of the most advanced technology on Earth. Doom prefers to use robots for security. These Doombots, as they are called, closely resemble the man who created them. They were visiting Dr. Moira McTaggart on Muir Island when an army led by Ultron attacked. Not seriously. Ultron's team did not waste time with unnecessary battle. They fought their way into the lab area, trapped the X-Men in containment fields, and then teleported out. Originally, I was a ballerina, but at the news of my husband's death, I became a spy for the KGB. I discovered the truth, that my husband was alive. He had become an agent known as the Red Guardian, and his superiors wished him to sever all ties to his past. It was no trouble at all. Black Panther, welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Thank you, Black Widow.
Hello, Captain America. Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Hello, Black Widow.
Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum, Mr. Fantastic.
Thank you, Black Widow. It was nice of Dr. Strange to allow us to set up headquarters here.
Iron Man, welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Hello, Black Widow. It's good to see you.
Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum, Luke.
This seems like the perfect home for Dr. Strange.
Wolverine, welcome to our new headquarters.
I don't know about you, but this place gives me the creeps.
Hi, what can I do for you? That's the Orb of Teleportation. It's for transporting people to different locations. Yes, I guess since he's the Sorcerer Supreme, he's the only one who could create such a powerful magical item. Don't worry about it. Hi, Dr. Strange. Thank you for the use of your home.
It's no trouble at all, Dr. Pym.
Hey, GR. Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Oh, I've been here before, Hank. Me and Dr. Strange go way back.
Hi, Sue. Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Hello, Hank. It's good to see you.
Hi, Silver Surfer. Welcome to our new headquarters.
Hello, Dr. Pym. I find the Sanctum Sanctorum to be quite an intriguing location.
Hi, Storm. This is quite a place Dr. Strange has here, isn't it?
It certainly is, Hank. I rather like it.
Hey, Ben. What do you think of our new headquarters?
Reminds me of my crazy uncle's house.
Hello, I am Wong, Dr. Strange's assistant. It is a mystical device recently created by Dr. Strange. It aids him in reaching the dark dimension where his friend Cleo resides. Not at all. Once I have attuned it to the proper location, you may use it anytime you like. This is the Sanctum Sanctorum. It is built upon a focal point for supernatural energies and is the home of my teacher, Dr. Strange. This is where Dr. Strange conducts various experiments into the mystical world. It also houses his vast collection of occult objects. It was no trouble at all.
Greetings, Wong. Quite a legendary group of visitors we have here at the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yes, this is a truly historic occasion. I have never before seen such an impressive team of superheroes.
Quite right. But then, the world has never before been threatened by such a malevolent collection of villains as the Masters of Evil.
I find it disconcerting that a man of Dr. Doom's brilliant intellect is capable of leading such an infamous group.
I do as well, my friend. Were Doom to direct his talents towards the good of mankind, there's no telling what benefits would be gained.
Are there any indications as to what the Masters of Evil are planning?
None whatsoever. But I should think it to be something most diabolical, with Dr. Doom as their leader.
The Masters of Evil recently abducted 2 of my X-Men, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. Colonel Fury has placed a priority on saving them. Apparently, he feels that by locating the wayward X-Men, you will also uncover the headquarters of the Masters of Evil. Yes, with the aid of Cerebro, I've discovered Nightcrawler is in Latveria. Nightcrawler's location really comes as no surprise, although I must admit I'm puzzled as to why Jean isn't with him. But there's no time to hesitate. To get to Latveria, use Dr. Strange's Orb of Teleportation. It will send you there instantly. This is an uplink Beast created, so that I can access all of Cerebro's functions, even though I'm miles away. It's a large device located in the sub-basement of the X-Mansion. I use it to locate mutants around the world. No, but it can be dangerous to the untrained mind. That's why I will only allow the most experienced of telepaths to use it. Jean Grey and Emma Frost are both quite skilled at working with Cerebro. His real name is Kurt Wagner, and he's perhaps the kindest soul I've ever met. Hailing from Germany, he is devoutly religious, despite his somewhat devilish appearance. Oh yes, he's been with the team for years. His mutant ability to teleport has saved the X-Men hundreds of times. Jean is quite a talented telepath, and very powerful at telekinetics. more so than she realizes. And that power carries a grave danger. If she expends too much energy, there is a chance her personality will be consumed by the Phoenix. The Phoenix is a malevolent entity, capable of great destruction. Of course, come back anytime. Wolverine, how are you?
I hate to admit it, but I'm a little off my game. I can't take thinking about what Doom might be doing to Nightcrawler. And Jean. The guy's a psycho.
The best thing you can do for them is to focus on the task at hand. If we are to save them, you need to be at the peak of your abilities.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But if Doom hurts them in any way, I'm gonna show him a whole new world of pain.
Greetings, Bobby. I trust you're learning from this rather unique group of individuals.
You bet, Professor. Man, the things Ghost Rider can do with those chains. And when Deadpool gets going with that katana, wow, talk about messy.
Yes. Perhaps you could shift your focus to Black Panther or Captain America. Hello, Aurora. We've missed you at the mansion. The flowers are not faring well at all in your absence.
Not to worry, Charles. I'll have them blooming bright again once this business with Dr. Doom is finished.
Who is it that disturbs my meditation? I see my student, Dr. Strange, has allied himself with an impressive group of individuals. Correct. And no doubt, there must be grave danger in the world for one such as you to have banded together. Tell Dr. Strange that his master shall keep a watchful eye on the situation. Is that you, my student?
Yes, Master. It is I, Dr. Strange.
Why have you disturbed my meditation, young one?
The world is in grave peril, Master. Dr. Doom has formed a band of villains known as the Masters of Evil. I would ask that you watch over us, aid us in whatever way you can.
Rest assured, my friend, that the eyes of the Ancient One will forever be on you and your team.
Thank you, my master.
Who would dare disturb my meditation?
Grampy, is that you? Wow, you got a lot older and uglier too.
You buffoon! I am not your grandfather. I am the Ancient One, teacher of Dr. Strange.
Are you sure? You're really grouchy, just like Grampy was.
Yes, I am quite certain I am not related to you, you idiot.
Gee, Grampy used to call me that. Usually after I woke him up from a nap by shoving an ice cube down the back of his shirt.
Please be silent! I know you heroes have banded together to battle the Masters of Evil. Let Dr. Strange know that I will be watching over you.
I'll tell him. Thanks, Grampy.
I wonder if I could impose on you to locate the book entitled A History of the Arcane. Wong said it would be located somewhere in this house. Latveria is a tiny country in Europe, located near Hungary. It's a haven for gypsies, one of the few people Dr. Doom takes an interest in. Surprisingly well. There's virtually no crime because the country is patrolled by an army of robots. And thanks to Doom's genius in weaponry, Latveria is considered by many to be a superpower. He's the son of Loki, king of the frost giants. Odin took the infant Loki as his own son after defeating Loki in battle. Yes, but as the two boys grew, so did Loki's hatred of Thor and his desire to rule Asgard. You're welcome. Greetings, Daredevil. Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Hello, Vision.
Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum, Elektra.
Hello, Vision. This certainly seems like the perfect home for Dr. Strange.
Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum, Spider-Woman.
Hi, Vision. It's good to see you.
Greetings, Iceman. Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello, Deadpool.
Hey, ya, Viz. You're getting more human every time I see ya. At least if your breath is any indication.
Greetings, humans. I am Clea, Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension and friend to Doctor Strange. Yes, but be wary. This is where Doctor Strange stores arcane objects. Most are harmless, but some could prove quite dangerous.
Hey, that name you gave me, CB Sobolski, was perfect. Yeah, he said all I need was a shield security module. Would you mind talking to the Vision? I bet he has one.
Ah, you found the book. Thank you. This should help improve my knowledge of the mystical realm. The one for accessing shield data? Yes, I still have it. I suppose there's no harm in that.
Well, what have we here? Oh, a brand new XJ9 shield security module. Sweet! Now I can do some serious hacking. Do you honestly think any of you can hide from a super hacker like me? There is nowhere on Earth you can go that I can't track you down. Actually, Deadpool told me. Well, I climbed up a drain pipe and crawled in through a window. Then, a plant tried to eat me, and some tentacles tried to drag me into another dimension. Just wait till you get my bill. Nothing new. Far as I know, it's a think tank run by S.H.I.E.L.D., but I'm looking to find out exactly what it is they're thinking about. Well, I bet she's working for the other team, but we'll know more once I hack into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Black Ops network and get full info on the organization. Haha, you can thank me later. With cash.
Humans, I would warn you, dark magic is stalking this house, waiting to pounce like a wolf in the night. Doctor Strange's most powerful enemy, Baron Mordo. My name is Clea. I am the Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension. Yes, we are quite well acquainted. Years back, Stephen brought me to Earth, and I became his student. Once I had learned all I could, I returned to my dimension to free it from the corrupt rule of my mother. All I can tell you is, this house, the Sanctum Sanctorum, is the focal point of an immense evil energy. That is what most concerns me. It is happening now, even as we speak. Like a menacing vulture, it hovers, waiting to strike. A vile, dark sorcerer who has long been a rival of Stephen's. And though he has great inborn magical powers, Mordo is no match for the mystical might of Doctor Strange. Long ago, Mordo pretended to be a student of the Ancient One, all the time plotting to take his power. Stephen discovered Mordo's deception and attempted to warn the Ancient One. Of course. Stephen, how good it is to see you.
And you as well, my dear. But what has brought you here, all the way from the Dark Dimension?
I have come to warn you that dark magic hovers near the Sanctum Sanctorum. It is waiting to pounce upon you and your friends like a wolf in the night.
Yes. Yes, now I can feel it as well. It is the work of my arch-enemy Baron Mordo, but I cannot tell what the spell is for.
I, too, am at a loss to tell what this vile enchantment will do. But I would urge you to be cautious, for it serves a dark master.
Greetings. I trust you have spoken with Clea about the dark magic she senses. I now sense it as well. It is difficult to tell. The magic waits like a creature on the hunt. It lurks in the dark, waiting for its moment to pounce. I'm sorry. All I know for certain is that this dark magic is the work of my arch-nemesis, Baron Mordo. Long ago, I had been a doctor of surgery and injured my hands in a car accident. While searching for a cure, I met the Ancient One. Yes, but at the time his student was Baron Mordo. I discovered Mordo intended to steal the Ancient One's power, and I helped to stop him. Since then, Mordo and I have been bitter enemies. He grew up in the Himalayan mountains some 500 years ago. There he was trained in the mystic arts, but was ultimately forced to battle his treacherous master. The young man then dedicated his life to fighting dark magic, and joined the Order of the Ancient Ones. He outlived his compatriots, and feared he would die without finding an apprentice. Then he met me. You're quite welcome.
Hey, did you see that Professor Xavier's here? With him on the case, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler are as good as free. Pfft, hey, come on. This is Professor Charles Xavier we're talking about. The guy's never wrong. If they'd been kidnapped by almost any other villain, I'd be fine. But this is Dr. Doom. He doesn't play nice. No, but the guy's super smart, and with brains like his, he's got all the superpowers he needs. What's not to be proud of? Look at the people I work with. Cyclops, Beast, Colossus, Emma Frost. They're all heavy hitters at the top of their game. Oh, he is 1 in a billion. Dignified, intelligent, and tough as nails when he has to be. He's the only one who could lead a group like the X-Men. I'm sure she had a perfectly good reason to be lugging that laptop around in the middle of a battle, even if she was awfully close to Doom's troops. Look, she can't be guilty, okay? And you know why? Because she's really hot and I don't want her to be guilty. Be cool.
Hello. How are you? You mean because of the laptop we found on the helicarrier? No. It's impossible. Black Widow is a lot of things, but she's not a traitor. I know, because I fought beside her, and I've been romantically involved with her. And on a more practical side, she doesn't act like she's lying. A person's heart rate changes when they lie, and Natasha's heart is steady as ever. She has to be telling the truth. Yes, that's one of the side effects of having radioactive waste dumped on me as a kid. It blinded me, but it also heightened my other senses. I now have a radar-like ability to give me a mental picture of my surroundings. That was because a martial artist named Stick trained me how to use my new abilities. Oddly enough, Stick's also blind. Anytime.
Hi, how are you? Oh, you must have seen how Jarvis reacted to me at Stark Tower. It's a pheromone thing. I'm still learning how to control it. Yes, you see, I transmit a chemical that makes men very attracted to me. It gets a lot worse when I'm under stress, like during battle. None whatsoever. I'm not his sister, I'm not his cousin he gave blood to, and his powers were never accidentally transferred to me. Well, he is cute, in a geeky sort of way, but with his sense of humor, I prefer to keep my distance. Mostly because I have enhanced strength and can stick to walls, like the web slinger, but also I have the power to generate bioelectric venom blasts. No, he also hasn't had the training in hand-to-hand combat that I've had. It was my pleasure.
It's a very complicated machine that was designed by Professor Xavier to detect psionic energy. When the X-Men first formed, he used Cerebro to locate mutants with newly emerging powers. But now, it's primarily used to save people in trouble.
None shall enter this room unless they are accompanied by Dr. Strange.
Doom must know you're there. Watch yourselves. There could be a trap around any corner. And remember, your primary mission is to retrieve Nightcrawler and Jean Grey. Once they're safe, find out whatever you can about the Masters of Evil's next move. On a side note, Senator Kelly was abducted in the middle of the night. The really odd thing is, a jack-in-the-box was left in his place. I have no idea, but keep your eyes open and see if you can find any information on the Senator's location.
I suppose Professor Xavier sent you to save me. Well, he shouldn't have bothered. I am very different. For the first time in my life, I'm free. Free to use my powers without being restrained by Xavier and all the rest of you. He told me you'd say something like that. And he also told me the truth. He said you fear me because I'm more powerful than any of you. Liar! Everyone has tried to stop me from exploring just how powerful I am. Well, I think it's about time I found out. Don't you? Fools! I'll deal with you later.
Hello, heroes. This is your old buddy Arcade. I hope you're ready for a fun-filled day at Murderworld, because I've got some killer events lined up. I know you've been running yourselves ragged trying to stop Dr. Doom, so I spoke to Baron Mordo. He was able to divert your teleportation spell to my little land of fun and assassination. See how tense you are? This little vacation is just what you need. And remember, no one ever leaves Murderworld unhappy, because no one ever leaves Murderworld alive!
If you're planning on torturing me, you're only proving what I've been saying all along. You meta-humans are nothing but self-serving vigilantes. How do I know you didn't stage this whole event so that I'd be grateful to you? All right. What should I do? Thank you. And I suppose I should apologize for my rude behavior. But you have to understand, a man in my position can't afford to trust anyone. I know you. You're Storm, one of the X-Men. So it's finally come to this, eh? You mutants have stooped to kidnapping.
We did not kidnap you, Senator. An assassin named Arcade did.
Don't try to fool me. I know you staged this just so I'd be grateful to you.
Senator, why would I waste my time trying to change the opinion of a narrow-minded zealot like you?
Because I'm powerful, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep mutants in their place.
I'm well aware of what you're willing to do to control mutants. But since you don't trust me, Feel free to leave on your own. I would warn you, though, this place is called Murderworld for a reason.
I'm not about to wander around here unprotected. I'd be dead inside of 10 minutes.
Then why don't you hide in a safe place while we try to find a way out? I'll send a SHIELD team to get you once the danger is over.
Well, that sounds reasonable. But you better send that SHIELD team, or so help me, you'll live to regret it.
Well, if it isn't my dear, dear friends, you're wasting your time trying to save me. You should be worried about saving yourselves. Liar! Arcade isn't controlling me. He set me free. He wants me to use my powers to their fullest. Then it looks like Arcade is going to get what he wants.
Jean, you have to stop. Somehow Arcade is controlling you, forcing you to attack us.
But I don't want to stop, Sue, don't you see? I want to use my powers to their fullest, to destroy everyone who lied to me and tried to keep me helpless.
You don't mean that. You're a kind and gentle person who believes in helping, not hurting.
The new me is all about causing pain.
That's not true. Arcade must be using some type of machine to control your mind. He's just using you to hurt us.
Then Arcade won't be disappointed, because that's exactly what I plan on doing. Arcade! Help me!
Jean, Jean, Jean. I had so hoped you'd kill them. Oh well, you still have your uses. Temper, temper. That's no way to enjoy your day at the park. Why don't you test your video game skills and see if you can save your friend? But watch out. There's going to be a few pitfalls along the way.
Oh, I just had the weirdest dream. I attacked you guys at a carnival. Oh, I guess that really happened. Other than feeling like I was hit by a truck, yeah, I'm just great. Now if only my head would stop spinning. I don't think so. The last I saw of Kurt, Dr. Doom had him hooked up to some kind of power amplifier. It looked extremely painful. Arcade was there along with Doom. Find him, and he can tell you where Nightcrawler is. Wolverine, I just had the strangest dream. I was trying to kill you at a carnival.
Look around, Red. It wasn't no dream. Somehow that nutball Arcade was controlling you. Are you all right now?
Other than a few bumps and bruises, I'm fine.
I hate to rush you, but have you got any idea where they're keeping Nightcrawler?
The last time I saw Kurt, Dr. Doom had him hooked up to some kind of power amplifier.
That must be that mutant amplifier they swiped from the Omega base.
I do remember Arcade was there with Doom. If you can find Arcade, I'm sure he can tell you where Nightcrawler is.
Sounds like a plan, Jeannie. You stay here and rest up. We're gonna track down Arcade and have a few laughs with him.
Hi, kids. Welcome to a little pinball game I call Sudden Death. It's been a smashing success with everyone who's played it. May they rest in peace. Indeed I do. And of course, I'll only run a fair game. So all you have to do is get 1 million points to win. How hard can that be? I can see you're anxious to play, so get ready, get set, go! Hi, Reed. May I say you're looking fantastic. I hope you're ready to have some real fun now!
What is this place, Arcade? It looks like a giant pinball machine.
Ooh, you are the smart one, aren't you? As a matter of fact, it is a pinball machine. I call it Sudden Death.
Interesting name. I don't suppose it's called that just to make things colorful.
Oh, no. You should take the name very literally. But don't worry. Everyone who's played thinks it's a killer of a game. Now, all you have to do is get 1 million points and you'll win! No one's done it yet, but you could be the first! My therapist said that once. May he rest in peace. But enough about me! It's game time! On your mark, get set, go!
Get ready to meet 700 pounds of maniacal muscle, the Rhino!
End of the line, losers. I'm gonna flatten you into the dirt. Are you trying to make me mad? Because that's exactly what you don't want to do. That does it! When I'm done, there won't be enough of you left to fill a thimble!
Get ready to meet 700 pounds of maniacal muscle, the Rhino!
What's your superpower, loser? Being ugly?
Oh, that is pretty tough talk, coming from somebody that's dressed like they belong in a zoo.
Maybe you don't know who you're talking to, Slick, but I'm the Rhino, and my feet are gonna be the last things you see in this life as I trample you.
Huh. For a minute there, you had me scared. But then I realized you weren't gonna attack me with your smell!
I was gonna finish you off quick, but now that you're getting smart mouth, I'm gonna make it last a while.
Then bring it on, cupcake! 'Cause it's clobbering time!
Prepare yourself for the Duke of Destruction, the King of Sting, the one, the only, Shocker!
Can't say I care much for being in this big pinball machine, but I do like being paid to bust up you freaks. Oh, you're a real laugh riot, you know that? But we'll see who's laughing after I've shattered every bone in your body.
Prepare yourself for the Duke of Destruction, the King of Sting, the one, the only, Shocker!
Dude, nice outfit. Did you get it at a rummage sale? Kinda reminds me of my grandma's oven mitts.
Make your jokes, Human Torch. But I'm gonna be the one who's laughing last when I hit you with vibrations that'll turn your bones to jelly.
That's it? The worst you can do is vibrate me? Arcade, please. You gotta bring in somebody better than this Joker.
That does it, Big Mouth. You are dead meat!
Move fast, cause it's time for Multi-Ball!
How in blazes did I get here? And speaking of that, where is here? What would a loser like Arcade want with me? Doom, huh? Any idea what he's up to? Now this is starting to sound interesting. Tell you what, I'm joining the team. If you need me, just let me know, 'cause there's nothing I'd rather do than take down Victor Von Doom. Daredevil, what are you doing here? And more importantly, what am I doing here? Wherever here is.
This is a death trap called Murderworld. It was created by a professional assassin named Arcade. He must have been the one who brought you here.
Arcade, huh? I wonder what someone like that would want with me.
I imagine it was because Dr. Doom ordered him to. Doom has formed a group of villains known as the Masters of Evil.
So, old Metalhead is back. Any clue as to what he's planning?
No, but whatever it is, it's big. Doom's attacked 2 shield installations and stolen the new super soldier serum.
Well, now my curiosity is piqued. Tell you what, I'm on your team. This is something I've got to see to the end. Besides, there's nothing I'd rather do than take down Victor Von Doom.
I hope you're ready to dance till you drop, because in a little bit, you're going to be as dead as disco. Electra, my little ninja. I hope you don't mind my saying, but you seem even more uptight than usual.
Put a sock in it, Arcade. I couldn't care less what a murdering scum like you has to say.
See? You've got all that anger bottled up inside. It's not healthy at all. So how about a little dance to relieve that stress?
I won't dance to any tune you're playing.
No, I think you might, once you hear the music. It's a little something I like to call disco death.
Have you gone insane? Why are you doing this?
It's all for fun. My fun. Now, if you're ready, it's time to choose a partner and get ready to boogie till you drop. I hope you kids had a fun day at the park. You have no idea how much your mother and I had to scrimp and save so we could afford to send you here. Well, I can see someone's getting cranky, but that's okay. I've got a little something here that should quiet you down permanently. All right, you asked for it, but remember, this is gonna hurt you way more than it's gonna hurt me. Luke, old buddy, I'm glad to see you're all right. I thought you might die earlier, but here you are, still breathing.
Arcade, I've had enough of your sick games. When I'm done with you, you're gonna look like a human jigsaw puzzle.
Why all the hostility, my friend? I just wanted to invite a few superheroes over to break in Murderworld.
You give murdering psychos a bad name, you know that?
A word of advice, Luke. You might want to ease up on the name-calling, seeing as how I'm controlling a 5-ton robot, and you're not!
I'll have that junkyard reject of yours beat down in less than 5 minutes. Then you're all mine, Arcade.
An interesting prediction, but you're not going to live past the 3-minute mark. I guarantee it! You kids are being very naughty. You're all grounded. I don't know. Maybe he ran away and joined the circus. I don't know, okay? Dr. Doom wanted to use the mutant amplifier on him. Doom used the mutant amplifier on Nightcrawler to open portals to Mephisto's realm. And before you ask, I don't know why he wanted to go there. Why, if it isn't Captain America, I'd salute, but I think my arm is broken.
I've got no time for your jokes, Arcade. Tell me where Nightcrawler is before I really do break your arm.
Cappy, I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd resort to torture.
After what you did to Jean Grey, it wouldn't be torture, it would be justice. Now talk before I do something you'll regret.
Okay. Enough with the rough stuff. Dr. Doom used the mutant amplifier on Nightcrawler.
Why? What good would it do to supercharge Nightcrawler's powers?
Think about it, Boy Scout. With enough power, Nightcrawler could open a portal to anywhere. And it just so happens Doom wanted to go to Mephisto's realm. And before you ask, no! I don't know why they went there!
Then we're done here. Let's get back to headquarters, team. We've got a rescue to prepare for.
That was a nice job in Murderworld. You turned a potential disaster into a successful mission. That dark magic Clea had sensed was Mordo's spell waiting to divert the orb of teleportation. But Wong's corrected the problem. It won't happen again. Yes, Xavier's discovered that Arcade was telling the truth. Doom used the mutant amplifier on Nightcrawler to open a portal to Mephisto's realm. It's a dimension of fire and brimstone, and it's where you're headed next. For more information, talk to Professor Xavier, or, if you're ready to go now, use the Orb of Teleportation. That was a nice job in Murderworld. You turned a potential disaster into a successful mission. I don't know. It makes no sense. Mephisto and Doom have been enemies a long time. For years, on every Midsummer's Eve, Dr. Doom attempted to invade Mephisto's realm and retrieve his mother. When Doom was very young, his mother made a pact with Mephisto. She promised her astral spirit in return for the power to destroy a baron who was impoverishing her people. Right. She couldn't control the power and wound up killing almost everyone in her village. She died shortly after and became the prisoner of Mephisto. Yes, oddly enough, Dr. Doom and Dr. Strange teamed up and went to Mephisto's realm. Together, they freed Cynthia Von Doom. Without a doubt, the Tome of Asarius listed the coordinates of Mephisto's realm. With that information, Doom could properly attune Nightcrawler's teleportation portal. Anytime. Blade, are you ready to travel to Mephisto's realm?
Can't say I'm anxious about it. Mephisto's no lightweight. But yeah, I'm ready.
Spider-Man, I suppose it's good to see you.
We just don't spend enough time together, Nick. When are you gonna come over to my place for a barbecue?
Hello, Carol. Is the team ready for Mephisto's realm?
We know it's not going to be easy, Colonel, but we're ready.
Thor, is the team ready for the mission to Mephisto's realm?
Have no fear, Colonel Fury. We will be victorious.
I hope you're ready for Mephisto's realm. It's not gonna be easy.
Are you kidding? All that lava and fire? I'm gonna be right at home there.
This next mission is going to be your most difficult yet. Mephisto's realm is not a place people visit willingly. But to save Nightcrawler's life, and to find out what the Masters of Evil are doing, it is where you must go. It is an alternate dimension, filled with all types of nightmarish creatures. And in this land, Mephisto reigns supreme. He watches over the astral energy of people he has duped into making deals with him. Yes, for Mephisto, there is no greater joy than ensnaring a good person in a bad bargain. Take Ghost Rider, for instance. He was willing to exchange his astral spirit with Mephisto in return for saving his stepfather from cancer. Mephisto then allowed the stepfather to die in a motorcycle accident. No one good, I can assure you. There is the vampire goddess Lilith, and Zarathos, the entity that had been a part of Ghost Rider. But perhaps worst of all is Blackheart, the son of Mephisto. Count yourself lucky if you are able to avoid him. You are quite welcome. Luke, do you think the team is ready to handle Mephisto's realm?
Well, it's gonna take a lot more than fire and brimstone to keep us from saving Nightcrawler.
Wolverine, are you ready for this mission to Mephisto's realm?
Don't care what I gotta slice my way through. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from saving Nightcrawler.
Iron Man, do you feel the team is ready to face the denizens of Mephisto's realm?
Black Widow, I assure you nothing will stop us from saving Nightcrawler.
Black Panther, do you think the team is ready to face the nightmares in Mephisto's realm?
I assure you, Black Widow, we would face any monstrosity there to save Nightcrawler.
Captain America, is the team prepared for the mission into Mephisto's realm?
This team would walk over burning coals to save Nightcrawler.
Reed, is the team prepared for the mission to Mephisto's realm?
With Nightcrawler's life on the line, we'll face whatever Mephisto has to throw at us.
Hi, what can I do for you? It was built by S.H.I.E.L.D. to analyze mutant DNA and augment whatever innate powers a mutant has. But the amplifier never got past the testing phase because of the side effects. The device was so powerful, it had a way of burning out test subjects. Any mutant that used it usually wound up in the hospital for a couple of weeks. You know me. I'm just here to help. Hi, Dr. Strange. Sorry to hear about your little diversion to Murderworld.
Not to worry, Dr. Pym. We survived the ordeal and saved Jean Grey as well.
Hey, Ghost Rider, how was Murderworld?
Not as much fun as it sounds, Dr. Pym.
Hi, Silver Surfer. Is the team ready for Mephisto's realm?
Yes, the team is prepared to face whatever nightmares await them.
Hello, Storm. Is the team ready for Mephisto's realm?
We have to be. Nightcrawler's life depends on us.
Hi, Sue. Do you think the team's ready for Mephisto's realm?
We have to be. Nightcrawler's depending on us.
Hey, Ben. How was Murderworld?
It was about as much fun as it sounds.
I apologize that the Orb of Teleportation sent you to Murderworld. I should have foreseen Baron Mordo's treachery. Perhaps. I find that I must ask a favor of you. While you are in Mephisto's realm, if you should locate the Eye of the Shadow Queen, would you bring it to me? Rest assured that the orb will now take you to the proper destination. The spells required to counteract Baron Mordo's magic were quite difficult. I found it to be an intriguing test of my skills. That was a spell Baron Mordo had cast to disrupt the Orb of Teleportation. It was designed to activate immediately after anyone used the orb. Correct. It is a testament to Mordo's skill that he was able to cloak the spell's true function from Clea and Dr. Strange. It is a talisman of value to no one but me. The bauble serves as a reminder of a creature who caused me a great deal of turmoil. She had me abducted and taken to her dimension. It required the combined might of Dr. Strange and myself to destroy her. It is a pleasure to be of service.
Greetings. I apologize for not giving you my full attention. Using Cerebro to locate Nightcrawler requires a great deal of effort. Yes, he's definitely in Mephisto's realm. I've even managed a small amount of communication with him. It seems the mutant amplifier is causing him a great deal of pain. I'm afraid not. Generating a portal to Mephisto's realm has far exceeded Kurt's abilities. He's no longer able to teleport at all. Yes, he believes the Masters of Evil are intent on stranding him in Mephisto's realm once their business is concluded. But there is currently a far more pressing danger. A creature named Blackheart is stalking Kurt. You're quite welcome.
Hello and welcome back from Murderworld. Do you require information? Despite his appearance, he is not truly a demon. He is most likely a shapeshifter, or very skilled in casting spells that change his appearance. In his own dimension, he is practically invulnerable, and he commands a great number of powerful entities such as Blackheart and Zarathos to do his bidding. Though he is called Mephisto's son, Blackheart was created out of negative energy. This energy was generated by violent crimes that occurred in the same spot over a period of centuries. Mephisto decided such a violent creature would make an excellent protege. He took Blackheart under his wing and began to school him in the fine art of corrupting innocent souls. He is a vile creature who would consume the astral energy of his victims. His power grew to such a point that he drew Mephisto's attention. The two battled, and Mephisto won. Yes, so much so that Mephisto sent him to Earth and bound him to different humans. Eventually, Zarathos was bound to Johnny Blaze, and thus was the birth of Ghost Rider. Come back anytime. Hello, Elektra. I understand the team did well despite being sent to Murderworld.
Thanks, Vision. I'm just glad we were able to save Jean Grey.
How was your mission to Murderworld, Spider-Woman?
It's an interesting place to visit, but I wouldn't want to die there.
Greetings, Iceman. Good luck on your mission to Mephisto's realm.
Thanks, Vision. For some reason, I have a very bad feeling about this next one.
Hello, Deadpool. How was your mission to Murderworld?
The rides were killer, but I'm a little bummed I didn't get a t-shirt.
Hey, congratulate me! I managed to hack into the S.H.I.E.L.D. database and get more info. I found out that S.H.I.E.L.D.'s think tank, the Imperium, is working on something called Project Warlord. I'm not sure, but I've got bigger problems. S.H.I.E.L.D's hot on my trail and I've gotta hide. There's only two places I figure I can go. The Baxter Building or the X-Mansion. Ask Pym which one would be safer.
What do you mean safe? Like, will it catch on fire or fall over in an earthquake? Well, the Baxter Building is home to the Fantastic Four, and sometimes Reed Richards does work for S.H.I.E.L.D. So yeah, there could be soldiers there. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Professor Xavier about that.
I'm not sure I understand your question. No, they aren't. I don't believe having soldiers within my home would sit well with the X-Men.
What's going on? I don't know. And believe me, I looked everywhere I could. S.H.I.E.L.D. is dead serious about keeping that information from prying eyes. Well, there's one thing I can try. But first, I've got to avoid getting caught by S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm not going to do anybody any good stuck in a super high-tech maximum security prison. Because I've been running through their database like a rabbit in a carrot patch. They don't like that much. Hey, they sent 24 agents into the building I'd been using as a base. If I hadn't decided to run out and grab a latte just before that, I'd be in custody right now. Thanks. When you get back from Mephisto's realm, I'll try to have more info on Project Warlord. I'm just in it for the money.
I would warn you. Mephisto's realm is a vile dimension. Few that have traveled there ever return to tell the tale. Our own Dr. Strange, the mightiest sorcerer on Earth, barely escaped that fiery land with his life. Yes. Years ago, Stephen traveled there to aid Dr. Doom. In a Vishanti contest to choose the next supreme sorcerer of Earth, Dr. Doom came in second to Dr. Strange. According to the rules of the competition, the runner-up is allowed to ask one favor of the winner. They are Agamotto, Hoggoth, and Ashtor, a mystical trinity who appoint one sorcerer to protect this universe from evil. Little is known of the Vishanti. Other than choosing a new sorcerer supreme, they rarely show interest in your cosmos. You're welcome, human.
We must be truly wary of Mephisto's realm. The denizens of that land are without mercy. Several times, perhaps most notably when Dr. Doom and I battled Mephisto to free Doom's mother. Doom was willing to offer me in exchange for his mother, but she refused to let that happen. And in that moment, her spirit became too pure for Mephisto. He then released her from his domain. Yes, I would consider the Eye of Agamotto to be the most valuable of all my arcane artifacts. It not only augments my power, but it allows me to see the truth. There is no lie or illusion that can stand before its illuminating light. My cloak of levitation has proven to be quite valuable. In times of battle, it can even function as another set of hands for me. I also frequently require the Book of the Vishanti for spells and the Orb of Agamotto to search for trouble. You're quite welcome.
Yeah, I gotta say, Mephisto's realm is not on the top of my must-see vacation spots. Let's think about this, shall we? I'm Iceman and that's Lava World. Not exactly a winning combination in my book. Sorry, I guess I'm afraid I might become a head case in a place like that. Well, there have been times I've lost my powers because I got scared and just turned them off. Miss Frost says all my power problems are in my head. Well, she must know something. One time she took control of my powers and used them at a whole new level. I've never been able to match what she did. If you need anything else, I'll just be here chilling.
Hello, what's new? I guess since we're all superheroes here, I can talk about it. Yes, I'm Matthew Murdoch, the trial lawyer. It's a little more complicated than that. The Kingpin hired Elektra to assassinate Foggy, but she stopped once she realized who he was. It was a big turning point in her life. That started when I was a kid in grade school. The bullies called me that because I was such a bookworm. I think they were trying to be ironic. Yeah, my father was adamant that I study as hard as possible. He didn't want me to become a boxer like he was. Yep, Battling Jack Murdoch was his name. A good fighter who was maybe a little too proud. His manager killed him for not throwing a fight. It was because of me. I was in the audience, and I know he couldn't bear to lose in front of me. Sure thing.
Hello. It's good to see you. Do you need something? Well, I used to work for Hydra, but when they sent me out to kill Nick Fury, I figured out I was working for the wrong team. Not quite. I went off on my own and played superhero in San Francisco. Then I died, and that put a damper on things. Dr. Strange was brought in. He saved me, but because of the spells he cast, I lost my powers. I was completely normal. I became a private eye for a while, but then Hydra came around and offered to restore my powers. Of course I did. I was nothing without my powers. But once I got them back, Hydra forced me to join S.H.I.E.L.D. as a double agent, or they would have taken my powers away again. No, not really. The joke was on Hydra. I was working for Colonel Fury all along. My pleasure.
You've arrived in Mephisto's realm, and I would urge you to move with haste. My power is waning. I won't be able to protect Nightcrawler much longer.
Oh man, this is exactly where I didn't want to be today. Look at me, I'm already turning into puddles.
Robert, I understand your trepidation, but you must remain calm. The heat of Mephisto's realm is of no real threat to you.
But this place is all fire and brimstone. I don't know if I can take it.
Need I remind you that Nightcrawler is depending on you to save him?
You're right, sir. Now isn't the time for me to go mental. I'll keep it in control.
Excellent. Now I urge you to move quickly. My psychic power is waning, and I cannot protect Nightcrawler much longer.
Hey, I got no problem with moving quickly. The faster, the better.
Very good then. The best of luck to you and your team, Robert. I cannot protect Nightcrawler much longer. My shields are under attack by a creature known as Blackheart. To boost the psychic shields, Jean Grey will be using the Orb of Teleportation to join you.
I've made it, Professor Xavier. I'm with the team.
Excellent. I would recommend Jean stay where she is, so that she can concentrate on aiding me. Watch yourself, Jean.
Not to worry, Professor. I'll create a mental shield of my own.
Then the best of luck to us all.
I can't chat for long. Helping Professor Xavier is taking all my energy. Did you need something else? He's created a number of barriers to keep Blackheart from getting to Nightcrawler, but Blackheart is slowly tearing them down. Yes, without them, Blackheart would have gotten to Nightcrawler long ago. Since I can't use Cerebro at the same time as Professor Xavier, we decided it would be best for me to be closer to the shields. I don't know much about him, other than he's supposed to be the son of Mephisto. Blackheart is certainly as sadistic as his father. He enjoys forcing people to make choices they normally wouldn't, choosing the lesser of two evils. My pleasure.
Blackheart is proving much stronger than I'd anticipated. He's almost through my last shield around Nightcrawler. Jean, I require your full attention.
I'm here, Professor, but I'm under attack by Blackheart's minions.
Then protect yourself, Jean. Leave Nightcrawler to me.
It's too late. They're through my defenses. I'm sorry, Professor.
Jean! Jean!
You never stood a chance, Xavier. Now both the X-Men are mine, as will be the rest of your team very soon.
So, what my son Blackheart has told me is true. The heroes have finally arrived in my realm. You wish freedom for your imprisoned brethren? Very well, I will allow it, but only in exchange for one of you. Yes, whichever of you touches the Book of Despair will become entrapped, and Ghost Rider will be set free.
What's going on? Where am I? And what are you doing here? That's just great. So the only way to free your teammate is to fight Mephisto. I was safer when I was a prisoner. But what the heck? Let's get moving. We don't want to keep Mephisto waiting, do we?
So, you have finally arrived in my domain. Good. I've been waiting for you and your friends for quite some time, Thor.
What do you mean you've been waiting for us? And why do you have Ghost Rider trapped here?
Don't take that tone with me. You may be a god in Asgard, but in this realm, I am the ultimate power. Still, your concern for Ghost Rider is rather touching. But are you so concerned that you would trade places with him?
How do we know you will not ensnare us all, Mephisto? You are well known for not following your own bargains.
I follow my bargains to the letter. I cannot help it if others misinterpret what was said.
You and my brother Loki are very much alike. Deception is in your very blood.
I would ask that you allow me to take Ghost Rider's place, for only I can endure this prison without damage. And rest assured, Ghost Rider will be most useful should you be forced to battle Mephisto.
I'm trapped in Mephisto's realm. This can't be good.
It isn't. To free you, we had to exchange one of our own teammates.
So now we have to fight Mephisto to free the person who swapped places with me?
Correct, but that is not all. We also seek to free two of the X-Men that Blackheart is holding prisoner.
Beautiful. This day just keeps getting better and better.
Do not be so disheartened, Ghost Rider. With you on the team, we now stand a chance of surviving. A slim one, but a chance nonetheless.
If you're trying to cheer me up, you're not succeeding.
Very well then. Let us be off. We have lives to save and enemies to defeat.
Greetings, heroes. I've arranged for some very special entertainment. I do hope you enjoy it. You're certainly welcome to them. Well, one of them anyway. I hold the key that will open one cage and cause the other to plummet into the infinity vortex. Now the question is, which of the X-Men do you wish me to save? The pious Nightcrawler, or the benevolent Jean Grey? I should have guessed you would attempt such foolishness. Come then, and try to take it.
9, do not open this door. It will cause Jean's cage to fall. Please, if you have any mercy in your heart, do not doom me to a life of guilt. Save Jean. Let me be the one to perish.
Stay back! Do not unlock this door. Nightcrawler's cage would fall. I refuse to be the cause of his death. He's a good man, and he deserves to live.
Nine! Jean! That should have been me. Why didn't you save Jean? I would have gladly sacrificed myself. You know that, and you let Jean die. How could you?
Nightcrawler, please calm down. This is not the time for a display of anger.
You are quite right, Professor. There is a score to settle with Mephisto.
No, there is not, Kurt. You are to return to home base at once. I'll not have you jeopardizing this mission.
I see. If those are your orders, then I will comply.
Yes. Yes, she was. But it is up to you to give her death meaning. Stop the Masters of Evil before any more lives are lost.
Now you feel the pain of the ultimate loss. And no doubt, you seek revenge. Come then, and face me. I will show you an entirely new world of pain when I rip your astral spirit from your body. At last, the heroes have arrived. But then, I would have waited an eternity to possess you. Indeed you are. So much so that I gave Dr. Doom the Twilight Sword in exchange for leading you into my domain. He has rather unique plans for Asgard. The resourceful Doctor stands a very good chance of succeeding. But enough of Doom. My wait is over, and now my minions will take your astral spirits. Your tenacity is to be admired. Few have ever lasted this long in my domain. And as a token of my admiration, I will bring back Jean Grey. True enough, but there is still an echo of the X-Man's astral energy that resonates in my dimension. And that is more than enough for me to reconstruct your friend. But before I grant you this favor, you must prove yourself worthy by solving the puzzle. Prepare yourselves.
What just happened? I thought I died.
I do hate to ruin this happy moment, but I failed to mention one slight detail. This echo of your friend is all too easy for me to control. Isn't that right, Miss Grey?
Quite correct, Lord Mephisto.
Now, destroy your friends, that I might take their astral energy.
With pleasure, my lord. No, all you did was clear my mind. I'm sorry for attacking you. I'm sorry, but Mephisto was right. I'm just an echo of my real self. I can't leave this dimension. I'm sorry, but I can't leave here. And we have to face facts. You can't defeat Mephisto, but I can, by sacrificing what little energy I have left. Nothing can be done for me now, and I would rather die than spend an eternity here. Take care, my friends. Tell Scott I love him. And tell Logan... goodbye. All right, Mephisto. I'm done playing games. Get ready to face the power of the Phoenix!
Stay back from me! I command you! Stay back!
Yes, she did. Jean couldn't leave that realm, and she was the only one who could defeat Mephisto. There were no other options left. Now is not the time for sorrow. My friend gave her life to save you and to aid you in your mission. Go. Stop the Masters of Evil. Do not allow them to achieve success, and Jean Grey will not have died in vain.
Team, I hate to even bring this up, but Mephisto did mention Dr. Doom had plans for Asgard. Return to base as quickly as possible so that we can respond to this new threat.
The loss of Jean Grey is a tragedy. No one believed more deeply in the X-Men's struggle to promote understanding between mutants and humans. And while we may miss Jean as a friend, the world is going to miss her as the rarest type of champion there is. A champion of peace. I wish there was additional time to mourn Ms. Grey's death, but from what was heard in Mephisto's realm, we have to get to Asgard quickly. To go to Asgard, use the Orb of Teleportation.
If you aren't nervous about going to Mephisto's realm, you will be when we get there. Probably better than anyone here. It's because of him I became the Ghost Rider. When I learned my stepfather had cancer, I turned to the occult in hopes of making a deal to find a cure. Little did I know, the entity I met had no intention of keeping his part of the bargain. None other than Mephisto. The spells and incantations I learned opened a portal to his dimension. He offered to cure my stepfather in return for my astral spirit. Mephisto let my stepfather die in a motorcycle accident. Because of that, I was able to back out of the deal. Sort of. I wound up bound to Zarathos, which turned me into the Ghost Rider. No. Sometimes I'm just good old Johnny Blaze, professional motorcycle stunt rider. When I was bonded to Zarathos, it happened whenever the sun went down. Then, for a time, it happened whenever I saw injustice. But now that I'm free of that fiend, I've learned to control it. Anytime.